you have been serving beneficiaries in a bid area, it is January 1st of 2021. It applies to oxygen, cap rental, the frequent NIVs, and the frequent and substantial servicing items. So if you are providing any of those items to a beneficiary in a bid area, starting on January 1st of 2021, and you did not win a contract, you can choose to continue servicing those beneficiaries, but there are certain rules that you have to comply with. You have to make a decision for all of your oxygen patients or all of your NIV patients. You cannot pick and choose, okay? So you can say, and most people in previous rounds chose to grandfather. There are written requirements that you have to comply with, and these are in a grandfathering fact sheet on the CBIC website, but it is essentially the beneficiary's choice. If they want to move to a contract suppliers, most do not. They want to stay with their current supplier. It's a lot easier. The consistency is worth it. But technically, both the beneficiary and the supplier have to choose to continue that relationship. If you are that grandfathered supplier and you choose to continue, you just continue throughout the period of medical need or the end of the cap rental period and frequent substantial servicing again until the medical need ends. Everybody good on this? I don't want to get ahead of myself on the rows. Okay, here's the deal. That grandfathered supplier, you will be paid the single payment amount in that bid area for that item. Okay? So the SPA is your payment basis, whether it's the cap rental item, the oxygen, or the NIV. There are pretty detailed written notification requirements because your responsibility is essentially to notify the beneficiary that if they choose to move to a contract supplier, they can, but you say, I have chosen, I'm happy to continue servicing you. That's generally the end of the communication. Most beneficiaries, as I said, will opt to continue working with you. So, couple of things. If in the unusual situation the beneficiary does want to move to a contract supplier, and you are that contract supplier, you get paid for the entire 13 months of cap rental. You start at month 1. Even if that beneficiary is at month 11, when you take on that patient and you're putting out that equipment, you will get the full 13 months. For oxygen, you get a minimum of 10 months, okay? So if you took on a patient who was in 26 months or beyond on their oxygen, you will get at least 10 months, and that's it, okay? Those make sense? Those rules have not changed. Again, there's a fact sheet on the CBIC website about the grandfathering. Got more on grandfathering. But this also falls into the category of these rules are the exact same rules that we're living by today. These are specific to oxygen, where you are required to continue furnishing oxygen beyond the 36 months, even though you don't get that monthly amount. You get that 6-month servicing fee if you go out and do that. You can't essentially pawn that off on a contractor. This is for grandfathered suppliers. That beneficiary can choose to move to a contract. At the beginning, they may say, hey, I want to stick with you, but for whatever reason, changes their mind. They can do that during that first 36 months, not after the 36 months.